So who is Louweezar? Oh, okay. Louweezar is someone you can talk to. But seriously though, I wouldn't say I'm regular. I'd say I'm someone who I believe I'm just someone who loves the Lord. I've got a heart of a servant. I love to just serve. And I sort of, through the eyes of God, just come to the knowledge of understanding that, you know, I'm an intentional worshipper. So I worship with purpose in mind. So it's something that's intentional. And I also sort of see myself as someone who is made by fire, because you go through so much when, you know, God is trying to shape and mold you. You know, when He says His word is tried in the fire, and somewhere I believe in Hebrews where it talks about He makes His ministers as flame of fire. So that's what I mean by when I say made by fire. You know, you go through a situation that shapes you to become, you know, to come into purpose. And covered by grace. It's by grace that we are saved. And I just believe when I say covered by grace, is basically, if we were to go deep and start unpacking everything that's literally going on at this moment, it would be like, wow, you know. So the grace of God is in abundance, and I'm covered by grace. But apart from that, you know, I enjoy life. I enjoy hanging out with family, friends. I love, you know, spending time trying to understand and gain knowledge. I like learning. I do enjoy traveling. I wish I could do a little bit more of that. I do love dancing. I could break a few steps for you if you want. Yeah. And obviously, you know, I love singing. I love writing songs. I love the Lord, and it's just me being, you know, just going on a journey. Life is a journey, and that's who Louweezar is. Louweezar is taking it one day at a time by faith, and just being who God wants me to be. So I grew up in I would say quite a large family, because I'm one of 7, so we're 7 in number. So I've got 6 siblings, that's it. I've got just one brother, and the rest of us are girls, yeah. So you can imagine a house full of ladies. And so I come from a very spiritual background, Christian home, upbringing in, you know, knowing the Lord, praying together as a family. And prayer is a major foundation in my background. Waking up early hours of the morning to pray with family, praying before you go to bed, you know. So I'd say definitely having a background of prayer and background of you know, of a Christian family sort of set me on my way. It didn't necessarily mean I didn't stray, because, you know, as you grow, you experience life, and then you obviously need to make decisions along the way. And it did help to understand the morals of good and bad. However, you know, there's still that tendency to do whatever you feel like doing just because you want to, you know, you're out there in the world exploring. But thankfully, with the foundation, obviously there's always that voice coming from behind you, you know, telling you to come back to the path. But apart from having that sort of Christian upbringing, music was also part of my background. As a family, you know, there's this massive organ in the house we grew up with, so we obviously needed to learn how to play the keyboard or the organ. Also, you know, learning how to sing, you know, as a family. Daddy had a guitar. I remember how we used to struggle to go have turns on the harmonica. Memories of that. It was always hidden in one drawer or somewhere in the house. But yeah, also I think just from an early age, I've always been in the creative arts. You know, learning how to singing as part of a choral group, part of the choir. You know, been doing this singing for many years. But then there's a difference between singing and coming into the knowledge of being, you know, ministering in that office, or ministering in that sort of understanding. But yeah, so that's sort of my background. So inspiration. Well, I would say I get my inspiration from, I would say, what's going on around me. So internally and externally. So it could be personal life experiences, so what's going on the inside, whatever sort of challenges I'm having. Inspiration can come from that, or the people around me. So it could be immediate family, it could also be, extended in the sphere of influence that I have. But it could also just be an experience or something you see along the road. So I would say inspiration comes from daily life experience, whatever's going on around me. I get also my inspiration from, obviously, from God. I mean, the awesomeness of God, and it's just the vast, beautiful ability that He has to just create such a world where we are all very, very different, but yet He still understands each and every one of us. Also, inspiration would also be from some of my musical influences. So growing up listening to a variety of music, because my dad, we had quite a lot of vinyl records at home. We were playing from Elvis Presley to the Genesis, name it. So it was just a plethora of jazz, blues, Christian, even the traditional African music. So it was just a beauty of just having music in a family. Also sort of is an inspiration, and also what I'm listening to as the years evolve, because music does evolve with each season. So yeah, so I get inspiration from what's going on around me, life in general. So yes, I'm passionate about, well, most people would say life, but it's true, I'm passionate about life. One thing I'm definitely passionate about is the ideals of justice. So as we all know, God is a God of justice. As much as God is love, but He, is a God of justice. And I'm interested in the ideals of justice and the relationship with humans, how it affects our relationships. And one other thing I'm really passionate about is I do enjoy running. So I do go running, I do train for half marathons and marathons. I'm passionate about God, which is more important really, because he's the center of it all. I do love dancing. I actually crave opportunities to go salsa dancing. I do go salsa dancing when I can. But I do enjoy dancing. I love the creative arts, going to the theatre. I do actually have a cinema card. Yeah, I go to the cinema as often as I can. And I also love writing. So apart from writing songs, I like to put pen to paper. So communicative writing, anything that has to do, if it has to do with experiences, life experiences, or like teaching people also is a passion of mine. So putting pen to paper to sort of communicate things that could also help someone else. So sharing knowledge. I love children. I love spending time with family. So I'm passionate about family life. I'm passionate about my family. I would love to hope and believe I can be remembered for, or be remembered as someone who caused faith to arise in people, to be able to leave a legacy of music that allows people to believe once again, to trust in God again, to come to a place where they can just see God as the one who will bring deliverance, bring a healing, bring help, and above all, to be remembered as someone who helped people to sort of find their purpose, to be able to encourage people to know who they are in Christ. So yes, really excited. What's next? I've got 2 more singles to release, and yes, work is ongoing on that, and obviously the forthcoming album. Woo-hoo. And just looking forward to you know, the complete full album when it gets released. I'm anticipating great things, so guys, get ready. And also, in the horizon, I see a tour. Yes, by the grace of God, we're gonna tour the UK. Yes. Thanks everyone, thank you for watching, and it's a wrap.